Results are irrelevant. It's a refinement that matters. Due to watching a lot of competitive CS, where victory and defeat are everything that matters, we end up mirroring our expectations on those experiences. However, the games we play are much more akin to the practice sessions that professional players engage in, and even more similar to bugs they play, than to competitive matches per se. Short term results don't matter, especially round by round, as ultimately CS is a learning process. This doesn't mean that one shouldn't always be aiming to win, but rather that the right mentality needed to improve is to understand that losing is objectively the only way to improve in the game. Counter-Strike provides us with a miniature universe with a set of limited variables where we get to express our creativity as individuals and mainly as a group of five. At the end of the day, the goal of a smart player is to learn how to use the variables they have in a way that they can collect a consistent above 50% win rate, be it in rounds, opening duels, matches, etc. Anyone who stresses over rounds or kills hasn't even moved past the stage of being bad at the game and does not understand anything about the underlying structure of a Counter-Strike match. By the way, if you see someone using the excuse of, but I'm very competitive, that's why I get so angry, to justify being a jerk, besides being nasty, they're being hypocritical. If they were, as they said, so competitive, they would rather focus on when was the round lost, why was the round lost, which countermeasure could have been taken not to lose that round, and so on. Counter-Strike is a game where the only advantages you can have over your opponents are mechanical and collective. Mechanical skill requires dedicating time alone, introspection, and refinement to understand your weaknesses, strengths, and produce repetitions. But the main advantage is collective. So if you're sacrificing your greatest advantage, being able to cooperate, just to vent or complain, I hope by now you see how childish that behavior is. For example, you're a CT playing B-side on Inferno. In the fourth round, your team decides to take the fight to the T's and push out mid with a flash. One guy flashing, two guys pushing. The guy that should be flashing twice only flashes once, so the first T's are a little blind, but the guys behind are able to recover fairly quickly and trade. The second player, due to the first dying, decides not to push up, but to hold the angle and wait for the T to open. What do you think would happen in their communications right at this point? The B players probably will start talking shit about how they shouldn't have pushed. The guy that died first will complain with his trade fragger, the now called baiter, and his support guy, and the round is already over, even though the situation isn't even that bad. In contrast, if everyone in the team realizes that the only decision and action that matters are the next one, you can get a clearer view of what's happening. The guys at B may be able to push if the T's gave banana away, and the two guys left at mid can set themselves up to trade with each other, or even the guy on mid can help the friend pushed up to retreat, throwing some utility for him or something. Arguing about what happens only works in a post-game setting with like-minded individuals. Anything other than that is literally dick measuring and venting. Understand that, and you'll improve a lot immediately. This was obviously a very dumbed down version of this argument, but I needed to vent this frustration with more people. I have been playing this game for almost a decade, over 6,000 hours, and this pattern keeps happening, even at the highest bug levels in my region. Stop focusing on results. Focus on minimizing your mistakes and cooperating properly. You're going to win more and certainly have a lot more fun while playing, which to us, not professionals, is the ultimate measure. Thank you for your time. This is Seven King.